Hi and welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to show my investing strategy, which you find on the screen right now, also the monthly performance of my portfolio, and reveal my received dividends for November. Let's not waste any time, let's begin straight ahead. And yeah, here is my strategy, and if you don't have one, consider make at least a simple strategy. It will support you a lot during your investing journey. Next up, we have my portfolio tracker, and let's check my stocks from worst to best the last 30 days. Worst has been BlackRock, minus 8.8%. I remember the video before this though, BlackRock and financial especially were among the winners, so we can also see I'm still in the positive of the overall return. Then we have HP, unfortunately minus 7.7, and yeah, I think I bought them a bit early, but it's hard to time. I think still HP might be a good long-term bet, and the valuation seems good right now, so I will keep my HP. Then we have eBay, minus 6.2%, about plus minus 0 on the return. Then we have Union Pacific, and yeah, minus 2.8%, the overall return minus 10. Next up, JP Morgan, minus 2.3%, but yeah, I had JP Morgan for quite some time now, so they have at least gone up 15% since I bought them. After that, we have Amgen, minus 2.2%. They had a real spike up the last 2-3 months, as we can see in the yearly chart here. So yeah, still on a great return, but the last 30 days, minus 2.2%. Then we have the software company Intuit, minus 2%. And after that, we have Snap-on, minus 0.2%. So now we are closing in on break even. And here we actually go into the positive with Home Depot, plus 1.8%. And I had Home Depot for quite some time, so yeah, they are 13.56% plus in my portfolio. Then we have Visa, 1.8% up. After that we have Mondelez, up 3.5%, and an overall return of 6%. Mondelez usually have great numbers now during the holidays with all the chocolate and snacks. Then we have Bristol Myers Squibb, up 3.8%, overall return about 10%. After that we have Comcast, plus 3.8%, but unfortunately still in the negative on the return side. They have taken a beating almost all year around here, but I still like Comcast and I think the valuation looks really tempting, so I will keep them. Then we have Johnson & Johnson, a main pillar in the healthcare sector, and overall healthcare has done great this last 30 days, up 3.8% also for them. And yeah, I had Johnson & Johnson for quite some time, so the overall return is 18%. Then we have Starbucks, and we can see that Starbucks were really out of favor in the early 2022 with unionization, CEO swap, and a lot of bad press in the media. But if we take a look at the chart, we can see that they have actually had a really nice comeback the second part of the year, and now we are in a great return of over 21%. Go Starbucks. Then we have a Broadcom, a fairly new position for me, up 5.1%, about the same for the overall return. And after that we have Ultra Group, up 5.3%, but still a bit negative. I actually bought 7 new stocks of Ultra this month because I needed some consumer defensive, and I really like Ultra at this valuation. I bought them for about $47. Then we have Globe Life, up 6.2%, And yeah, Globe Life has been a real light in the dark this year, for me at least, and the return is 14%. Then we have ABC, AmerisourceBergen, healthcare going strong. It's a healthcare distributor, up 8.1%. The return for me, 6.8. And then we have TSM, that is finding some positive this year, not much, but yeah, up 9.3%, but the overall return for me is still about -10%. And Merck just going up like crazy. There seems to be no stop. They fairly recently increased their dividend, if I'm not mistaken, and up 11%, and total return for me almost 30%. So maybe time to sell some share to collect some gains, depending on the valuation, of course. So overall, the return of the portfolio is up 3.5%, and in dollars it's 854. The value of the dividend portfolio is about $25,000. The dividend is 2.64%, and the annual yield is 659. I made this portfolio tracker in Google Sheets, and if you like a copy or actually want to learn how to build your own, there are links in this video description on how to do that. Okay, let's go over to my index funds. I aim to have about 50% index funds and 50% dividend shares. And we can see that I have global index funds 70%, Swedish index fund about 15%, which is my home market, and then some emerging markets like China, Brazil, and so on, 15%, and it's because they are not including in the global index funds I'm buying. And now let's check out some of the graphs I made. Let's start with my holdings. Here are every single position, and I just take a glance at this every now and then to see that I'm not overly saturated on one stock, or if I have room to fill up some more. And I'm very pleased with how this look in general. No more than 6-7% in one stock, and 3% on the low side, so looks very good to me at least. Then we have my sector allocations, and the dotted line is the allocation I'm aiming for, or at least it represents somewhat the S&P 500, and the filled in pillars is my current allocation in that sector. So for example, I have 7% communication services, 14% consumer cyclical, and yeah, we can see I'm a bit heavy on financial services, about 20%, and maybe I need some more tech, because tech is a big part of the S&P. But overall, same goes here, I'm really pleased with my current sector allocation. And recently I bought some more MO, Ultra Group, which is consumer defensive, so I bumped that up a bit last month also. These are my received dividends since January 2021. And yeah, it goes up and down a bit, but I think the overall trend looks great. Last month, October 2022, was actually all-time high at $81. And in the end of the video, we will see the dividends received for November. Then we have my portfolio value, and yeah, actually bumped up to above $50,000 for my combined portfolio, the dividend stocks and the index funds. So I'm really happy for that. In the end, I guess it's the combined portfolio value that actually matters when you're about to retire. And now the dividends received. JP Morgan Chase, I have 7 shares. They produced $7.34. 15 shares of Bristol Myers Squibb got me $8.6. And Globe Life $1.74. Starbucks $6.38. And AmerisourceBergen $2.9. That was actually it for November. Not a big dividend month, but still about $27. And if I go back to the graphs and adjust my data range here, we can put in it to the graphs. So there we have it. November, not the best, but yeah, still it was a positive week for the overall return of the stocks at least, so that's something. Watch my latest video right here about 5 stocks that are on a sale right now. See you soon.